Wilkes Funeral Home in Chubbuck is now offering a new cremation option. People can choose to have their loved ones back in the form of stones. It's a process that Wilkes believes eases the grieving process. KPVI News That Works For You journalist Julian Paros explains.
Parting stones is essentially a new method of receiving your loved one back after cremation has taken place.
It's a method Wilkes Funeral Home owner Brock Wilkes says lasts the test of time.
It's a company out of New Mexico. They're here in the United States, and they've developed this process of solidifying remains so that they essentially last indefinitely. I mean, forever.
Compared to traditional ashes, this form gives people something solid to remind them of the loved one they've lost.
Since that time, we've already had families that have decided to choose solidified remains versus the traditional cremated remains that they receive.
The company based out of the Land of Enchantment works with the National Laboratory in New Mexico to create these stones. The lab designs a specific resin so that these stones can be formed.
Some of the responses that we've got have ranged from "that's really peculiar" to "that is the best idea I've ever heard."
The process usually takes about 6 weeks. From what Wilkes has seen, stones can also come back in different colors.
Depending on the person, we do receive a variety of of coloring in the stones in return.
Wilkes says the loss of a loved one is never easy for anyone. To offer options like stones, urns, or even necklaces allows people to decide what they believe is best.
For some families, something may seem really strange. For another family, it's just what they needed to help them on their grief recovery process.
In Chubbuck, I'm Julian Paros, KPVI, News That Works For You.
And Wilkes Funeral Home is the only place in Idaho that offers this option to families.